I know, right? How are you? Welcome to
Great.
Pete.
Thank you. No, it's nice in here.
Yeah, we trucked in the humidity just for you.
I had my hair straightened because I know how bad the humidity is here.
Yeah, the weather will do your hair for you.
Yeah, my hair is a little different today.
Hope you like it. But you've been to Florida a few times before, right?
Yes, definitely. I came to Spooky Empire 5 years ago.
A few years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't remember that gap that happened from that.
Yeah,
That time we took off. That never happened.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago, so I'm glad to be here finally.
Yes, we're very happy to have you back.
I wish I could have been here with Robert. That would have been so fun.
Robert, can I just tell you, he took the show, for sure.
He steals a lot of our limelight, I have to say. Even when I'm with him, he overshadows me quite a bit, so I'm glad to be alone.
So we got your spotlight. We got it on you today. All right, so for everybody who doesn't know the story, let's just get a little bit of background on how your audition went for Nightmare, how you got involved in the series.
Okay, I mean, have you guys not heard this?
We'll start at the beginning.
Okay.
There's some young
Yeah,
ones
so
in
I
there.
was a young actress in Los Angeles. I was going to college at the time, and I would come down to Los Angeles from time to time for auditioning, and I heard about this audition, and it was in a really, really, really bad part of Hollywood. At the time before Hollywood was, regenerated, and I guess they call it gentrified.
Right.
But anyway, so I remember locking my car door and putting one of those claws on it, so that it wouldn't get stolen. And then I walked into the audition room. It was second story of a really old building, and there was no furniture at all in this office. So we all sat on the floor, and they gave us some sides. And I was worrying now, like, is this real? Like, I don't even, maybe I should go, this just looks so sketchy. And, but I, met the casting director. Her name was Annette. She was incredibly nice and warm, and she put my fears to rest. And so I did the audition, and then I left and didn't think anything about it. And I got a call back. So that's always really exciting as an actor when you get a call back. And for the first callback, Wes Craven was there, and he put, different actors together to do the scene together, and he asked Amanda Wiss and myself to do the scene, and then we were sitting on a couch just like this. In the casting director's office, there was furniture. So she had a little couch, and then her desk, and then Wes Craven's in the chair. And he's very quiet, he doesn't really say much at all, just introduces himself, and so we begin. And I remember Amanda and we just really got into it, and we did the scene where we're having the party at Tina's house, and and the whole thing, and we really just we really felt it. Like, there's a time when you're acting with another actor where you just get into the groove, and Amanda and I really did a great job. I thought we did, as the best we could have possibly done. And when we finished, Wes said, "Congratulations, you guys got the part."
Nice.
And we were just stunned, because that never happens where you get the part in the room. Usually, they call your agent and you get a phone call, but he was just really confident, and he, he really liked us, what we did that day, and I was always just amazed. And I really didn't even talk to him that day, and I met him maybe on a day we went to go try a wardrobe or something, and I met Wes Craven, and he still was just super shy and quiet. We didn't have that long of a conversation, and then over the next 5 weeks, we made a movie, and I got to know him really well by the end of it.
Speaking of getting into the groove with a fellow actor, I have to ask, did you get into any kind of groove with Mr. Johnny Depp?
No, yes, please, because I think he's a little topical right now.
I know. And I have to say, I did not watch any of the trial, because I have a really, really great memory of Johnny. And we were both very new at acting. I was a little bit more experienced than he was, because I had done 2 after-school specials and a couple of commercials.
After-school specials,
and you remember those? Yeah. And I'd also done a little independent movie, so I had learned some of the tricks of being an actor, but he literally had never acted before, and so I would sometimes whisper, "You gotta go do that over there," you know, or like, go stand on that mark over there, or that piece of tape, that's for you.
Go get sucked into
You
a
know,
bed.
like, get in your light, move into your light, you know. So he was learning all about making movies for the first time, and he was a super nice guy, and when we ended up having to do that one scene where I have to kiss him.
Oh no.
I was so embarrassed, and he was so embarrassed, because we both had, he was actually married to a young woman at the time, and like, I think he got married when he was 17 or something like that, so we did not want to enjoy it at all, and so we didn't like talk about it or practice or anything. So when we finally had to do it, Wes was even more embarrassed than we were. Like, he couldn't even stand. If you'll notice, there are not a lot of love scenes in Wes Craven movies. He's a very modest person personally, but he's also very old-fashioned, kind of straight-laced person, and so he was more embarrassed than we were, and we were really embarrassed. So
Was it like kissing your brother?
no, it wasn't like that. It was like kissing a really cute guy, but I mean, it still was embarrassing because there's a lot of people watching, and I never think on-screen kisses look that great unless, you know, there's a few that look great, but I always feel like your nose gets pushed to one side, and so I was just really worried about it, and I think we did one take, maybe two, and then we were all so embarrassed we just didn't do any more takes.
That'll do. All right,
And then I think Wes was like, okay, that's it, let's go on to the next scene. Like, he did not want us to, you know, linger on that moment at